Good Saturday early afternoon. It's been kind of a dreary day. It's going to continue to be that way. Maybe some showers and storms. There's even a possibility we could get a stronger shower or storm. There's enough dynamics out there that maybe some wind or even an isolated tornado could occur if we get some convection. Not sure we'll get that. We'll have to look at the local forecast and see what exactly happens there. I'll show the outlook here in a minute. But here we're just going to go quickly through kind of what it looks like over the next 7 days and beyond. So here we are in Northern Virginia. As mentioned, some rain around, but not a washout by any means today. Then we could get some stronger showers and storms. You see them show up here on the the outlook for tomorrow. And then this front's going to finally make it through here, hopefully giving us a good chance of rain as we go into Monday. We need the rain so badly. We're in such bad drought. Once this finally kicks east, cold air is going to follow in behind it eventually here. So Tuesday's going to be really chilly. Highs only 40s, nighttime lows. We get a firm lows in the 20s. So if there's some tender vegetation, you're going to have to cover that up for sure. Now there's a lot of trees that have been budding and popping, so that may be a problem, especially for some of the fruit trees that have come out early. Anyway, so chilly through the week. As you can see, now we're all the way into Thursday finally before we start to see some southerly winds to warm us up a little bit next week. But not really a super sunny week. We'll have some sunny days, don't be wrong. Then later in the week, a front kind of gets hung up here again. So Thursday, Friday, very similar setup maybe with some showers and stuff into next weekend. And again, this just it's a bizarre looking pattern. If it was winter, I'd be a little more excited about what I'm seeing here. You can see the mountains are actually getting some snow here in western North Carolina. Not abnormal, not out of the question that happens during April. But this low is kind of stuck, giving us dreary weather, but not necessarily a lot of precipitation. So I don't know. And then chillier air kind of funnels in. So it's just a chilly outlook. And in the long range, we don't see warm up until way later into the middle part of the month here of April before we may see some warmer temperatures. But even though it looks damp, it doesn't look super wet. So we can go through this whole piece here. We'll go through all the rain. And look at the output for rainfall. We go all the way to the end. Even though we've had moisture and stuff around, I mean, we're talking maybe 2 inches of rain. That's not terrible. But I would be question anything beyond 7 days, really. So what the forecast here is by the Weather Prediction Center on how much rain will come. You see this terrible flooding here that we see in the Mississippi River Valley here, really just pounding them with a lot of rain here in the lower part of the south here. It's going to be a pretty bad situation. But for us, if we go local here and take a look, here's what the overall lookout over the next 7 days. It's not terrible. I mean, maybe up to 2 inches. If that happens, that's a good amount of rain. So actually, I should probably hold back on saying it's not a good shot. 2 inches of rain in the 7 day period is a great amount of rain. So let's hope this comes true. We could really, really use it. That actually is a really good forecast. I don't think I looked at it before we started talking. So then if we look at the outlook for the severe weather that's possible tomorrow, later today, there is, as you can see, just barely touching the northern part of Loudoun, an outlook for a marginal risk for severe. Marginal risk could include an isolated tornado, some hail, and maybe some wind. But again, it's isolated and not really clear as to whether or not we'll even see that. Just matters if we get some instability here in this, the head of what looks like a dinosaur here. We'll have to see if that comes true. Beyond that, overall temperatures, as I was mentioning, we go back to the model forecast here. If we look at the temperatures over the next 7 days, we're going to see that they're going to be much cooler than normal. So all I'm looking here now is the temperature anomaly. So this is how far down the temperatures will be day by day. Sorry, I skipped ahead pretty far. Sorry about that. You see us, we're pretty warm today and into tomorrow. And then eventually the cool air kind of settles in and hangs tight. And that's really chilly. That's Monday into Tuesday. Like I said, Tuesday's highs only in the 40s, nighttime lows in the 20s. And you're just going to see that the blue is going to kind of stick around so that we're below normal on average in our area. And sometimes very colder. So It's pretty far off. This is the 12th of April, but this is when that snow was showing up in the mountains out low, getting stuck along the East Coast. But you can see that the general trend, regardless, is it's colder than normal. And we don't see that warm up, like I said, until maybe later in the month, around the middle part of the month before it breaks. And maybe that doesn't even last that long, so we'll have to see. In general, the trend is cooler than normal, a little damper than normal, and maybe some above normal rain. Everything we need. All right, that's your Loudoun County Weather Outlook for Saturday. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend.